So you might be wondering, why is it taking so long for my wish fulfillment to happen? And slowly it starts to make you get anxious and a little bit doubtful of what you are supposed to be doing. And you might start thinking that you are paranoid. Well, don't. You are not paranoid. The way events have been evolving is the reason why there are delays, and no one is to blame, because divine timing happens when it is right. So it just means there really is nothing to worry about. And we just need to be patient. So welcome back if you're coming back, and welcome if it's your first time. So for an example, let's say if two people are not together, and they seem to not be able to get together, yet they are meant to be together. It is either because of some misunderstanding between them, or either one of them has made, or they have made choices that are keeping them apart. Sometimes it is both of them who are keeping each other apart, or it is a stuck situation where they are not able to move forward to the other one. And because one is stuck in a situation that needs to be cleaned up, but still does nothing to clear it, and just lays around waiting for a miracle, which simply does not happen because of the kind of intention they might be having at that moment. This creates something which is not in alignment to the miracle that they want or need, and that delays it even further. Or just simply they are manipulated by their immediate surroundings to get stuck, and they get confused or just give up because they are afraid of going away from their comfort zone. There might be so many reasons for it. And then this causes the other one waiting, who has probably done the work, to start doubting about what is meant to be, or they just get frustrated and anxious because of the delay in what is meant to be. And now because of those negative feelings of frustration and anxiety, this causes unalignment again, and this causes more delay. One delay is caused by the other one who is stuck, and the other one who is getting anxious. They both need to be having sound minds, and they keep running round and round the wheel in a weird way. And that is exactly what their enemies or ops want for them. And that is to self-sabotage themselves so that they don't get what they want. And then they give up on what is meant to be. And hope comes in destiny swappers. You know, those destiny swappers who want to take their places, because after all, they are sort of, in a way, also responsible for the delay by initiating the chaos and conflict, by manipulating spiritually as well as physically. Not to say that it is always this way, but generally when destiny swapping is involved, this is what happens. Let me explain it this way. The destiny swappers, using magic and spells and incantations, using entities, influence the individuals through magic spells and projections, making them start getting wary of each other and start questioning the relationship. This is generally done using rejection magic, where one of the partners starts rejecting the other, starting to feel as if there was something wrong with the other, or they start seeing the other as if ugly or unfit for themselves, or they find so many things to criticize over those people. And normally the swapping is done by people they are mostly used to, whereby the swappers try to copy the energy of the other partner who is being rejected and appears more appealing to the person they want to partner with. But we all know there is an expiry date for that spell, so it won't be long until their true colors start showing, especially after they feel victory over the person they were impersonating. And when they relax, they show their true selves. And the spell wears off, especially if the person they were swapping from started taking back their power and stopped seeing themselves as victims. Now, by using stolen Akashic records, the swappers switch their own records they want to exchange for, and those individuals they influence start having mishaps and ailments in their lives because of the more negative energy they attract to themselves because of the influence of the spells. Like sort of bad luck, which generally works because of the spells, their mindsets start changing negatively and aligns to the bad vibes of projection that are sent to them, and that way they start experiencing so many negative things in their lives, and it starts feeling as if they start losing what was once theirs in achievements and success, creating more alignment to negativity and attracting more negative. And this image is fed more by the lies that are spread about them without their knowledge, and they start losing opportunities. And now these destiny swappers, because they feel like their spells are working, feel a sense of achievement, and that changes their mindset too, which makes them start seeing positive things in their lives. And that's how narcissists always get their satisfactions. They feel great when they see their victim suffering, and they use that sense of achievement to get what they want. I'm not saying go be a narcissist and do the same thing so that you can achieve things. No, because their punishment for doing bad things is also fleeting, just like their bad behaviors. They get sense of achievement for short periods of time, and that is why they always look for new supplies. Because God, one way or the other, will not allow the innocent to be continually abused and will always send help somehow. And neither should we think that destiny swapping will get us anywhere, because we will always be haunted by all the entities conjured and attached to us, and there won't be enjoyment in any way, because destiny swapping, it involves conjuring entities. The positive changes happen because they embrace the positive mindset of achieving, which is necessary for abundance manifestation. That's why it looks like they are winning, but it is all a short-lived illusion, because it's not their true selves. And the result is that they start seeing results to what their manipulating efforts had done. The spell works only if the other individuals affected dwell on the negatives and self-sabotage themselves and change their mindset from positive to negative and keep believing that they were victims. And when they do that, the entities attach themselves to them and do even more whispering in their ears, and more negativity happens. We all know that what a victim mindset could do to us in making us go down the rabbit hole. The truth is, the truth is that if only all the parties realize that it is their mindset that gives them the results they are getting, and if they just shift their mindset, they could get what they want in life, and it is as simple as that. Yes, spells are done and can affect a person because entities are used to making whispers in your consciousness so that you start thinking and feeling as if those were your own thoughts and feelings, because what you think and feel is what you attract. But if every time it happened we were to first take a stop and pause and start thinking mindfully about why we were thinking and feeling the way we were being projected onto, and we realized that it did not belong to us and that it wasn't our reality, and we return to sender whatever is being sent to us, depending on what belief you hold, and we reject that negativity and ask for protection from God and rebuke what is sent and send it back, most of the time you get relief and God's spiritual team steps in, because we did not accept what had been sent, and we did not embrace it either by rebuking it away and returning it to sender. So in other words, you pass on the responsibility to have that negativity be dealt with, the spells to be dealt with by God and the spiritual team behind the scenes. It is worked on to get cleared so that we could go on our lives in the best way, to worship God the Most High in the best way without interference. And that is why and how some of the spells don't work. But when you start embracing the negativity and start feeding it with doubt, getting spiritual help might be hard unless and otherwise you start getting mindful. Because when you embrace the negativity, you attach even more entities onto yourself. And the more entities that are attached to you, the more negativity you will get, and the more, the farther down you will fall. And I pray to God that we are always kept mindful of everything that we have so that we won't self-sabotage our own blessings. Amen. And it's only in where you decide to put your focus on, too. It's not easy, but also not impossible to be mindful and return to sender whatever negative that comes. You just need to not embrace any negativity that you get. And you do it by being thankful and grateful of the good things that you have more, which then creates more of that, because your focus and mindset would be set for positivity. And that way it even changes the negative to positive. Most of life's positive things are 90% and the negatives are 10%. Why should you focus on that which is of least percentage when you have all the good things you could focus on? I know of two brothers who are crippled body-wise. They only have their heads and eyes and ears and mouth and lips to go about their days, but have ended up achieving so much in life, and just because they are focused on the 90% positive. And if they could do it, why not also you? Doors are always there to be opened, but you need to be willing to work to open those doors and not just sit there getting frustrated waiting for a miracle. And both parties need to work their way out of their own miseries and not expect another to do that work for them. I hope this is understandable. Things happen. People separate and go different ways, sometimes because they need to work on themselves before they come together and reconcile, or maybe get better alignments to themselves. And you get new beginnings instead. And when people are ready, nothing can stop reconciliation or new beginnings, as long as that passion to follow your purpose is kept alive. And I really hope that helps someone from the bottom of my heart. There might be a little bit of some uncomfortable moments, but that is all that it is. Just a few uncomfortable moments. And the next that is to come after that, after all the effort that you have given, is worth waiting for, after all those delays. So I hope this helps. So till next time, stay well, be mindful, and may God's protection and help always be with you. Amen. God bless everyone.